So you guys are taking your main idea assessment today. It is an assessment, so it will be read to you. The questions will be read to you. The answer choices will be read to you. I will also provide sentence starters on the short response questions. Just to touch up, main idea is what this was mostly about, okay? After reading, what did you just read about? What does the author want you to understand the most? Okay, ask yourself those questions after reading. Look in the title, look in the first and last sentences, look at words that are used more than once. Okay, those are all clues to identifying the main idea. So let's start by reading Living in the Clouds by Jeanette Cannon. Imagine living in a place so high that clouds are everywhere, and they're not just above you, they're all around you. This is what life is like in the Andes. The Andes are very high mountains in South America. The Inca people have lived in the Andes Mountains in Peru for over 500 years, but it is not easy to make a living on that rocky mountain land. Mountain farming. The mountainsides make farming difficult. Farmers need a flat area to plant, so they cut giant steps into the mountains. There, they grow hundreds of kinds of potatoes. They also grow corn, wheat, and grains. Cotton, bananas, and sugarcane are common crops too. The Incas raised sheep, llamas, guinea pigs, and alpacas. Llamas were important to the Inca people 500 years ago and still are today. The animals are very sure-footed. This means they do not easily trip or fall. The farmers use them to carry heavy loads through the mountains. People also drink the llama's milk, made in Peru. Beautiful handmade objects come from Peru. Many of them are made from the soft wool of llamas and alpacas. Spinners spin the wool into threads or yarn. The yarn is used for colorful sweaters and scarves. Weavers also form cloth from the threads. The cloth is used to make blankets, handbags, and hats. Ancient cities. Visitors come to Peru to see things they could not see anywhere else. One of the most famous places is Machu Picchu. The Incas carved the city on a mountaintop. People can walk there using the same trail the Incas used 500 years ago. The city and trail are kept very clean. Hikers and campers have to take their trash with them. Many people come every year. It is worth sore legs to see the ruins of this beautiful Inca city. Peru's Garden of Eden. Peru is also home to beautiful Manu. Manu is one of the world's greatest rainforests, but too many of the trees were being cut down. Some people are trying to stop more damage from happening. One reason is that rainforests are home to animals and plants that do not live anywhere else. Life can be hard in the Andes. Still, the Inca people make the most of what the land offers, and more visitors are learning what life is like near the clouds. Now let's get into our questions. Question 1, what is the main idea of this whole entire passage? So what was this whole entire thing about? Not just one paragraph, all of it. A, the Incas raised sheep, llamas, and other animals. B, the Incas make beautiful handmade crafts. C, the Incas are working to protect the Manu rainforest. Or D, the Incas live high in the Andes Mountains of Peru. Number 2, this question has 2 parts. First answer part A and then answer part B. Part A, which sentence best states the main idea of the section mountain farming? So let's look at mountain farming. It was the paragraph about where they grow hundreds of kinds of potatoes, they grow corn, wheat, and grains, cotton, bananas, and sugarcane. The mountainside farming is very difficult. They need that flat area to plant. So you're using this paragraph to identify the main idea. So if you need to reread that before answering the question, you do that as well. But the next question says, which sentence best states the main idea of that section, mountain farming? A, the Inca people lived in the Andes Mountains for over 500 years. B, farming is hard work in the Andes. C, a number of different crops are grown in the mountains. Or D, llamas are used to carry heavy loads through the mountains. So this sentence is about to end, so I'm going to start a new one, and we'll continue on with question 2, part B.